So in the last class, what we discussed it like few of the things. Let's discuss once again. Okay. Like what are the X functions? What are the Power Apps functions? See, A category part is completed and B category part is also completed. In the C category part is also completed, and the D category up to distinct function we apply it, right? Okay. Next one is download. Okay. So if you want to download, that means suppose for example, by using download function, what we have to do is you have to give the URL for anything like suppose Excel, your Excel location is in OneDrive. Okay. So that Excel path, whatever it is there, you just need to give it here itself. Then automatically that particular Excel file will be downloaded. Understand or not? That this is the function. Okay. Let's discuss one day. Okay, so I need to connect with OneDrive because my file is there. Okay, I want to copy that particular any of the Excel file. That path I'm giving in the download function. Okay. My files. I need to go to the my files. See, this is the customers, right? So I need to, what is the function today we need to discuss is download, because up to that particular one, all the things are completed. So download function, we need to discuss it in today's class. What is download function? That means, so suppose sometimes in one of the scenarios, like you want to download the Excel files. That Excel file is in some other location, OneDrive, SharePoint, or some other location, it will be there. Okay, what you have to do is you have to copy that particular path of the Excel and put it in the download function. Then automatically, whenever you are performing an action at that point of time, that Excel file will be open in new tab. From there, you can download it wherever you want it. Understand clearly? Let's see. Okay. Here. That means first you need to take the new screen. Okay. From the new screen. Okay. In this one, what I need to do is like, suppose for example, I'm taking a button here. Okay. In that button itself. Okay. So suppose for example, I'm taking a button. Okay. In that button. So what, see, button only performing an actions, right? That's the reason I'm taking a button element here. Okay. Why I'm taking a button element here? Whenever you want to performing an action, okay, there are two elements are there to perform an action most of the times, like button as well as icons are also there to do that particular one. So there are different icons are also there. Let me check whether the icon is available or not. Download. See here, download icon is there or not? Take that icon. Okay. Suppose, for example, I'm using for this particular icons also performing an action. Our buttons are also performing an action. So in any of these two, if you want to perform an action, that means by clicking on that, then only those things will be downloaded, right? At that point of time, you have to use like action related elements. What are the action related? Action means when you click means action. Okay, so these action related elements, what are all there in power apps is like button or icons are also performing an action. So any of the things you can take it. Understand? After taking this, see on select is the property. Okay. In that only most of the times we can write it. Okay. In on select property, what function? Download function. Okay. Inside that, put whatever the URL path is there, that URL path must and should you need to give inside the double quotes. Understand? So that means what I need to give. Suppose in this download function, what I need to do is wherever my Excel file is there, suppose this is a customer's data. Okay. So this file path, I need to copy it here. If I want to copy this particular this Excel file, okay, then what you have to do, because my Excel file is there in OneDrive. Okay, so I need to connect to the OneDrive, and which Excel file you want to download it, that Excel file you have to copy the path. So for copying that, select that particular Excel and you have to click on three dot button. There you will see details option. When you click on details option, when you come down, okay, uh, so here the path is available. Okay, so whichever path it is there, suppose for example, or else you can click on this particular Excel, then you will get a particular URL, right? Whatever URL is there in the browser, you just need to copy this one. Understand? You just need to copy this one and close that particular data source file. Okay. And here, whatever Excel URL you are copied, that you need to keep it here. Understand? See here. Now, what you need, what you need to do is, okay. So you just need to save this file. One. Okay. Click on save. Okay. So after clicking on save, yeah. After clicking on this particular one, immediately what you have to do, you have to publish this app. Okay. So because these functions related, must and should you need to use the latest version of the app only. Don't use the old version of the app. Okay, that means Vijay, how you can the app versions are created. You no need to worry. App versions are created automatically. Okay, but if whenever it is required, you have to manually you have to publish that particular version. How you need to do means there is an option, right? See on the right side, you will see there is a folder publish. Okay, click on this one. When you click on this one, so here it is asking publish which version. Okay. Then what will happen? Whatever old version is there, that means that old version is deactive, and whatever the latest version is there, this will be active. That means what recently changes you have to do it, that it will be in active state, remaining versions are in inactive state. Understand clear? That's the reason most of the times you have to click on save and publish it and see how the after running an application whether that particular element is running or not. You have to check it. Understand clearly? See here, click on publish this version. After clicking on publish this version, what I need to do is, suppose for example from I'm there in the screen itself. Okay, one second. See, now you publish it, right? Suppose, for example, I'm taking buttons because up to these particular screens only it is navigated whenever you play the application. But new screen is also there, right? So I need to go to that particular screen means you need to put some actions on that one and buttons on that particular one, like right arrow, like this, like anything. Okay. So because up to these screens, browse screen, detail screen, edit screens, we can easily navigate from one screen to another screen. But I am creating a download function in a new screen. But that means you need to go to that particular screen. For that, I'm using here like one action element here. Icon I'm taking here and take the color as white. And here I'm putting like so if I want to navigate to the new screen, because see, up to these screens only, the default things it will be there, right? So when I take the new screen, you have to go to that particular, when I run the application, by default, this screen is not opening. By default, this screen is not opening. This screen up to browse screen, detail screen, edit screen. These are, we can navigate from one place to another way. But if I want to navigate to the screen one means you have to use that one. Like you have so many things is there. Like, okay, suppose for example, I'm taking right is an action. Okay. In this action, by using this action, I want to navigate to the new screen. Understand? So that's the reason I'm taking this action. And see here. Here, what you need to perform if you want to navigate from one screen to another screen means what function you have to use it. You have to use a function called navigate. I told you, right? Navigate function. Okay. So I didn't tell you what is a navigate function, but in the default screen itself, we are discussing, right? What is the difference between navigate and back function? Don't worry. If you don't know also, now the functions are discussing, right? Here itself we are discussing. Navigate is the function. Navigate means moving from one screen to another screen. This function will tell you. Okay. Just in whatever actions elements are there, in those actions only this navigate functions. What actions, what action elements are there? Like button, icon, all these things are there, right? For anything button you want to you want to take it, or else icons also you can take it. After taking an icon or buttons, in on select property you have to write the navigate function. This navigate function will navigating from one screen to another screen. Understand? So in this navigate of, to which screen you have to go, that screen name you have to, screen name. Okay, what is the screen name? Screen one is the name of that particular. Okay, just close it. You have to mention the screen name. See here, where the screen names are available, these are the screen names. These screen names you have to mention it. Then you have to go to this particular one. Here also, suppose for example, you want to come out from this. I'm taking one more element here, like left one. Okay, suppose I'm taking one more element here. If I click on this particular one, I need to go to the particular screen itself. Then you have to use again navigate function. To which screen you have to go. Okay. There is another function is also there. Back function. I will tell you. We already discussed, right? Back function. What back function it will happen? That means from which screen we are coming, it will go to that particular screen. Understand? If you are coming from first screen to this particular screen, then it will go to that particular screen. If you are coming from second screen to this screen, then it will go to the second screen. That means back function will works like that means from which screen you are coming to this screen. Okay. Previously, from which screen you are coming, it will go to that particular screen. But navigate function is not like that. That means whatever screen name you are mentioning here, always it will go to that particular screen only. It is fixed. That means navigate function is fixed, but back function is not fixed. Always it is varies. That means if you are coming from first screen, always the back function will go to that particular first screen only. But if you are coming from second screen to this screen, then the back function will works to, that means it will navigate to second screen. But in navigate function, if you are whatever screen name you are mentioning here, always it will go to that particular screen. That is the main difference between navigate and back function. Understand clearly? Now I need to perform back. Back is enough, right? Because from this screen only, when I click on this particular button, I need to come here. Immediately when I click on this particular button, immediately I need to go to the browse screen itself, right? That's the reason I'm using back function. Okay. Again, you need to save the application and after that publish the app itself. Most of the time, always you have to publish in your app. That means whatever the latest changes will be there, that it will be take it as a new version. Understand clearly? That new version always be active. So that's the reason you have to publish your app. Once you publish it, now what you need to do? You need to play the application. How you need to play the application? Go back to the screen. Go back to the app itself. Go back to the app itself. Yeah. See here. Your app is available under apps tab. It is available, right? So here, okay. Select a whichever app you have to play. You have to run the app means you have to select that particular app and click on select that app and click on play. See, see here. See, this button is there, right? What this button will do? When you click on this button, it will directly go to my new screen because I'm writing. Suppose if I click on this one, for this button, what function I'm applying? Back function. Okay. So when you click on back function, it will come to the previous screen. From which screen you are coming, it will go to that. But in this particular button, in this particular action, that means in this particular icon, what function I'm applying? Navigate. In this navigate, which screen I'm applying? Always I'm mentioning this new screen name. Always it will go to that particular screen. Back function, it is not like that. From which screen you are coming, it will go to that particular screen. Suppose you are coming from first screen, it will go to the first screen. If you are coming from second screen only, it will go like that. But navigate function is not like that, fixed. Okay. Suppose this is a, in this one, download function is applied, right? Click on this one. Whenever I click on this one, from where the Excel is getting, okay, you are giving the Excel location, right? That means URL, right? It will open in the new tab. So if you want to download here, you know, right? Where, so if you want to download it, okay, or else there is an option to save as. Using that, you can do this. Understand or not? Okay. So that means it will open in a new tab itself. Okay. If you want to put it in your local system, that also you can put it this way. Understand clearly or not? This is download function. That means in the download function, okay, whichever in download function, whichever URL given, that in that particular URL, okay, so you just need to give the URL, then automatically when you click on that particular action, that it will open in a new tab. In the new tab, if you want to open it, like see here, suppose you are exporting a PDF. Okay. Suppose any file is there. You are exporting PDF. Immediately that PDF file will be converted and it will open in a new tab, right? See, did you observe that one or not? New tab. Okay. So if you want to save that one, you can save in whichever location you want it. Understand clearly or not? Like this, same like this also. Okay. Understand? This is about download function. Is it clear? Anyone having any doubts? Online team. Anyone having any doubts? Yeah, Rupesh. Yeah, Rupesh.
Yeah. Yeah. Hello. Yes, sir. So, sir, while downloading the files, we're providing the URL, right?
Yes.
So that URL is fixed, but can we make it dynamic to download the files?
That means which file you want to download it. That is also fixed, right? Suppose, for example, your suppose one of the like one Excel file is there in your any of
Mm-hmm.
the source. Okay,
Okay.
that means every time you need to download that particular one. That means that is fixed, right? You are fixed. That means that you need to download it, right? This
Okay.
is
Okay.
also fixed. Understand or not? Okay. So dynamically means how you can do. Like means we cannot give like
Mm-hmm.
suppose in a folder. Okay, there are some files.
Okay.
Only this particular file. How you can say that one? So you have some idea. I have like I need to download another file itself. That means every time the user requirement is changed. Based on the
Yes.
user idea, we cannot write it like this, right?
Mm-hmm. Correct. Correct. Correct.
Yeah. Understand, Rupesh?
Yeah. Got it, sir. Got it. And
Yeah,
one
yeah.
more thing, sir. We just, I mean,
This downloading any of the file. So if you are normal, not using this function, if you are downloading any of the file, you are fixed to download that particular file means you have to go to that particular one. You are applying a download. That means always that particular file will be downloaded, right?
yes, yes. Correct, sir. Correct. Got
Yeah,
it. Got it.
yeah.
And one more thing, sir. Here, I mean, once we have clicked on the download button,
Hmm.
then that particular URL is opening, right? But the
In
file
new
is
tab, in
not.
new tab.
Yes, sir. It's in new tab. It's opening the file. So, but to download the files, we need to save the file manually. Is it possible to download the files automatically, sir?
Automatically means see that is also possible, but you need to take the license one.
Achha.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
If you take the license one, they will give complete access for that particular download. But download function 100%.
Okay.
See, there are two functions are there here. Still that function is not launch and download. There are two functions, launch and
Okay.
down. Launch function means launch is also behave like download only. That means whatever URL given, it
Hmm.
will open in a new tab. Download is also doing the same thing, but download, it will open in a new tab and it will download into your local system. But you need to take the license of that one.
License. Okay. Got it, sir. Got it.
Understand?
Yeah.
Some
Got it,
few
sir.
see this is a free version related one. So that's the reason some features are not. But whenever you are working with organization, they are giving
Mm-hmm.
complete license of that one. You are able to do that.
Yeah, got it, sir. Got it. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this is about download. See, download how it will be behave. Launch is also behaving like that. Launch. Okay. So launch function also giving URL there, then automatically it will open in a new tab. Download is also doing the same thing. But the download function, it will be downloaded into your local system. That whatever file you are given, that file must and should be downloaded into your local system. Okay. That it will happens whenever you will take the license. They will give complete access on that one. Then you can download into whichever location you want, you can download it. Is it clear? Okay. Next one. What is the next function? Next one is drop columns. What is drop columns? That means, so whenever you are taking a particular table, that means you are selecting a particular data source. Okay. Suppose I'm taking a data table element. In the data table element, what data source table columns I wanted, you have to select that particular data source. After selecting a particular data source, what will happen? In that particular data source, what data set is available? In the data set, what columns are available? all the columns, it will comes to the Power Apps. So that means if you are pulling all the columns, means wastage of memory, it will happen. So whichever columns you required, you have to take those columns. Remaining columns, you can remove from Power Apps itself. If you want to do like this, then what you have to use is, you have to use a function called drop columns. That means whenever you are pulling the data, instead of taking all the columns, by using this function, whichever columns you required, you can pull those columns on, not each and every column. Let's see practically. Suppose, for example, I'm taking data table. Okay. So I'm taking a data table. In this data table element, what data source you want to pass it? On the right side of the properties, you will have an option data source and select that particular one. Okay. And so automatically whatever the table you are selecting, that table columns, it will comes, but you have to add those columns here. Understand? Those columns you need to add it here. Okay. But before adding those columns into the data table, what I need to do is, see, those values are loaded in the property called items. That means those columns are loaded in the property called items. So in the items property, so you are passing a table name. That's the reason all the columns will comes into that particular element, into those particular data table element, right? So instead of, while at the time of taking a columns, that means still now I am not showing any column, but before showing the columns, I want to remove few of the columns of that particular table. Okay. So then we have to use a function called, what is that? Drop columns. What is that? Drop columns. In the drop columns, you just need to select the data source. What is the table name? That table name, comma, which columns you don't want to take it, those column names you need to pass it here. Agent name, comma, which is the one? Customer number, comma, whichever columns you are passing, those columns you need to pass. Whichever columns you don't want, those columns you need to pass it. See here, I'm passing agent name and customer number. If I'm passing agent name and customer number, whenever I'm passing agent name, that means from this table, these two columns will be removed, remaining columns will be there. Okay, let's see. Okay, applied. Now, in the edit field, you have to add those columns. Like, see here, agent name, when you type like agent, is that column is available? No. Customer number, is that column is available? No. Except these two columns, remaining columns, only it will be there. Understand? That is drop columns option. Understand? Whichever columns you want to drop it, you just need to mention that you have to use drop columns function. In the drop column, whichever columns you want to remove, those columns you have to mention it here. Understand? And these columns will be removed from the data set. Remaining columns will be loaded into this data table. Understand clearly or not? This is about drop columns. Understand? Next one. Next one is E category of functions. So even here in the functions also same. I'm not skipping anything, like whichever is important, those related only we are discussing. Like because there, see, there are different alphabetical order, it will be there. So only few functions are required. Okay. So Power Apps functions. See, in this, we all discuss all the things like date, add, okay, that way you discuss it, right? Date, add, date if, okay. So date, time value, those are not required. Date value also not required. It is converting from string to date time. Those are not required. Okay. So day function, okay, that we discuss it. Like a default one, like these are all not things. Like radians to degrees, we cannot use these functions. Okay. It is location related. Disable that particular location means, but location related we cannot use most of the times, right? That's the reason. So we have to use distinct function. Okay, very important function. That's the reason we are discussing. Distinct means removing the duplicates. Next one is download. We discuss it. Drop columns. Next one is E category of function. In this E category of function, first function is like edit form. What is edit form builder? Okay, here, so what I'm doing here, it is like, suppose for example, I'm taking one more screen. Okay. Hmm. In this one, what I need to do, E category. Okay, so I want to show the details like in like how the form will be edited. Okay, suppose for example, so here there is a edit screen is there. Okay, what this edit screen will do, that means each and every element you can edit the values. Okay, each and every column values you can edit it, you can change it, anything. Like there is an they are giving like you can they are giving an option called edit. That means you can modify it. For that they are giving enabling the edit related. So that means if you want to edit any particular one, okay, if you want to edit the column values, that means whatever data we are getting, I want to modify it. I want to modify the values. Then you have to take a edit form, okay, because those values I want to show it in a form manner. Okay, in a form manner you have to change that particular column value. This is what my target is. So for that, what I'm taking here, it is like edit form element. There is an option called edit form. I told you whenever we are discussing default canvas app, there are two forms are available: display form and edit form. Okay, so whenever you are taking edit form, see here, so this form, that means whatever columns we are taken, those columns are in editable mode. Okay, that means those column cell values are in editable mode, it will shows it. So for this particular form one, what data you want to load it, that particular one you have to select it here. Okay, so which columns are required, it you have to select that particular column. And see, suppose for example, agent name, customer number. See, but right now it is not showing the value, don't worry, I will tell you. Okay. Okay, so what I need to do is, see, I'm taking a particular edit form. In that edit form, what columns are required, I'm showing. These, whatever value I'm selected, okay, that means whichever row I'm selected. Suppose one specified customer, I want to see the details. I want to modify it. One specified customer, I want to modify the records. Then what you have to do, whatever customer row, customer number you are you are you want to modify it, that customer number only you need to pass it here. Only that particular customer details only I need to show. I don't want to see all the details. I want to see whichever customer number I want to modify the columns. Those related customer only we need to take it. Understand clearly now? So for that one, what I need to do is like, okay. So from which screen, like suppose, see here, this is also edit screen. From which screen you are getting? Like in the detail screen, see there is an option. There is an action it is taking like edit form one. But here, okay, what it will happen here it is like in the edit screen. And actually all the things are not showing why it is. Okay, okay, now it is showing. Yeah. See, scroll down. See, there is an item is there. Like I will show you. Okay. So in this one, I take the columns, but values I'm not seeing that one. Okay. That means you need to load those values here itself. That means from the browse screen, okay, whichever customer number I want to modify, those related one only I need to take. Understand or not? Those related one only I need to take it. Suppose I'm selecting this one, right? Suppose if I'm selecting this one, what will happen? This related record, that means whatever customer number I'm selecting, that customer number only it is editable, right? These values are only one for particular customer related. Details are modifying all the column values. Okay, you can modify any column value one for one particular customer. Okay, this is not for all the customers. One particular customer, all the column values are shown. Understand? That means what it is happening, which customer number you are picking, that customer details only I need to fill it there. So for that, so that means from where you are taking the customer number, okay, in the browse screen itself. In the browse screen itself, you are taking a specified customer number. You are selecting a specified customer number. Okay, so that means if I want to load this particular whatever customer number I'm selected from the browse screen, that related only I need to load it here. For that one, you have to select this form. And so there is an items properties there, right? Here, from which, that means from which customer you are selected, from which screen, in the browse screen. In the browse screen, you are selecting a particular customer number. That details only I need to show it. So for that one, what is the screen name? Browse screen. Okay. No. So under the browse screen, what from which related records you are selected? That means you are selected a particular record from here itself, in this box itself. This box we can call it as gallery. Understand or not? So in this particular box itself, one of the customer you are selected, that customer related records only you are seeing, right? That customer related columns only you are seeing the values. That means here in this particular form itself, so select the form under the advanced. Okay. If you scroll down, you will see an item property. Okay. In the item property, from that means which customer related, where you are selecting under the browse screen, you are selecting under browse gallery. Okay. Under browse gallery, you are selected one of the particular customer number. Okay. That you need to write it here. That means browse gallery 1. The name of that particular browse gallery is, see here, what is the name? Browse gallery. Understand? Browse gallery 1 dot, which value selected? You are selected one particular one, right? That you need to pass it. Now see, now the values are shown or not? Now the values are displayed or not? Yes, it is displayed. Because of whichever records from the whichever records you are selected here. Suppose I'm selecting a particular 44 customer number. Then see, now if I go to the 44 customer number, then okay, actually a new screen related, I'm not displaying anything. That see, let's see. Okay, so I'm giving a new one more. Okay, see here. Suppose if I click on 44, okay. Suppose if the customer number is 46, click on that one. And you click on that 46 number, it is showing, right? Even the same 46 number is shown in this particular screen itself. See, go to this E category of functions. There, 46 number only it is shown. Because I'm passing in the form itself. Under the item, you are selecting like browse gallery one dot selected. That means in the browse screen, there is a browse gallery box is there. In that you are selecting few of the values. Whatever value you are selecting, that related values only I need to displace in this particular form one. Okay. So that's the reason. So in this form, first you need to select the form and go to the advanced. Under the item property, you will have an option. You need to choose like browse gallery one dot selected. Understand or not? Whenever you click on this one, see here, this is editable or not? See, like this. You can edit it. Understand or not? So that means what this edit form function, this is an edit form function. Suppose, for example, I'm taking one of the icon, like see here, I'm taking an icon like edit. Okay, icon. I'm taking an edit icon here. So when I click on this one, okay, what will happen here? It will go to that particular screen. In that screen, it will be converted into editable mode. It will be converted into editable mode. So see here, this is an edit screen. If you want to come to this screen means from the detail screen, you are clicking this particular one. Whenever you click on this one, what action you want to perform it, that function you have to write. Edit form means it will be converted the form. That means it will convert it into editable form. Okay, let's see. Suppose for example, in place of this one, okay, actually when I click on this particular icon, it will go to the edit form one. That means when in the function edit form, whichever form name you are mentioned, it will go to that particular one. What is the form name here? This edit form one. You need to pause it. That means it will be converted into all the complete form into editable mode. Editable mode. Understand? So here like this, navigate to that particular screen. Which screen? Because so at the same time, both functions I need to operate it. Like that means first it will be converted that edit to form one. this edit form one is converted into editable mode. And first, after that, we need to move to that particular screen. Which screen? Edit screen itself. That means this screen, it will be go to that particular one. Understand clearly? Edit form means if suppose the forms, there are different forms are there, like display form and edit form. If you want to convert that particular edit form, whatever edit form is there, if you want to work like an editable mode, then you have to use a function called edit form function, must and should. Okay, then only it will be that particular complete form is converted into editable mode. Understand clearly or not? Next one is ends with. What is this function will do? Ends with. Suppose, for example, I I want to see I want to see the values which is ends with E, which is ends with A, which is ends with B, which is ends with C. Those related characters you have to use, you have to apply it in ends with function. Let's see how we can apply it. Suppose, for example, I'm taking a new screen. In the new screen, I'm taking an data table element because I want to see those records which is ends with E, which is ends with A, something like that. Okay. Then, so in the data table, which table you want, you can take this one. Okay. So I want to add the new column. That means add the new column means you have a function called add columns, right? In the add columns, you want to add extra column. What is that one? Ends with column. Okay. This is the column name. You have to apply ends with function. In ends with, first, which column value related you need to, whether it is ends with A, B, C, on which column you want to check that column name. Suppose I want to give like agent. In the agent, if the particular value is ends with A, okay, let's see how it will work. Okay, so now you need to take the columns, like whichever columns you wanted. So first of all, I want to take the agent name and ends with column. Whatever new column is created, that column. Only these two columns. See now. Okay. See here. It will ends with function will returns either true or false. That's it. If the agent name, the last character is ends with A related, for those related rows it returns true. If the last character is not finding A related, then all the values it returns false. Suppose, for example, K, I'm passing K. Okay, now see, if I'm passing K, where ends with K related, what values are there in the agent? See here, this one, this one, this one, as well as this one. For those rows, it will give us a true. Otherwise, it returns what it will return? False it will return. Understand or not? Very, very important function, ends with function. Okay. Because whichever value, whichever character, so just you need to pass the column name, and in this column, if what value you need to ends with, that character you need to give it in the double quotes. Understand or not? This is this function, that means whichever having ends with k values are there, for those it will returns true, otherwise it returns. Understand clearly or not? Next one is exit function. Exit function means come out of that particular application. That means whatever application you are running, it will come out of that application. Let's see practically. Suppose, for example, is there any exit icon? Is there? No. So better to take button. I'm taking a button this way. Okay. So this one. I'm taking this button. So after taking this button, what is this button name? Exit. I'm giving a name, proper name of this. Okay. So for this one, I'm applying. So what I'm doing here, it is like in the button on select property is there, right? In that I'm applying an exit function here. Okay. Just open bracket, close bracket. That's it. Okay. Exit. That's it. Save and publish it. Must and should you have to publish it. Because if you want to play the application immediately, that always what will happen if you are not publishing old version only, it will be there. Whenever you are playing an application, old version only it will run. If you want to run the latest version, means open that particular application and publish it. Then the old version will be replaced to the new one. Okay. See here. That means whenever you could click on publish, whatever the old version is there, it will be replaced with new one. Okay. So now back to this. So this is not the play application where you need to play in the applications itself, in the apps tabs itself, whichever application, whichever app you want to play it, you can select it and there is a play option is there, right? Click on this. See, it is asking refresh because old version it is there. That's the reason that button is not available. Click on refresh it. When you click on refresh it, the latest version. See here, then exit button will come. Click on this one. What will happen? It will come out of that particular application. Exit means it will come out of that particular application. That means it will come out of here itself. Understand clear or not? Okay. Is it clear or not? This is how the exit function. Is there any other functions? Yeah. This is E category related. Yeah, tell me. Someone is asking in the docs. Can we give more than one letter? Yes, yes, you can give it. Like it's not compulsory. Like suppose if you want to modify any app, you have to use edit option. If you want to play the application, if you want to run the application, you have to click on play. That's it. See here. Suppose, for example, there is a data table, right? In the data table only you are writing, right? You have to select that one. And I want to choose like NG related. NG. See, whichever NG related are there, those only you can see it. See here, NG related. Not only one character. You can give multiple characters. With those ends with those characters only, it will display the records. It returns true. Otherwise, it returns false. Understand clearly, Prabhavati? Yeah. Okay. So, so always you have to save and publish. Don't forget these two. Because the latest versions only it will be there. Understand clearly? Okay. Next one is, this is exit application. Next one is filter functions. What is filter function will do? That means filtering means selecting a values. That means suppose for example, in one of the particular, so in one of the drop down, I'm showing some values. Whichever I'm selected, those related values only I need to filter in another one. Understand or not? I need to select, I need to show those related one in another one. Understand clearly or not? Then you have to apply filter. Filter means condition. Okay. Filter means condition. Selecting. Whichever you are selected, those related rows only you can see it. That it is called as filtering option. Okay. Practically. So how it will works and everything, tomorrow we can discuss it. Understand clearly or not? Tomorrow we'll discuss more like a filter and GH related also we can discuss it. Okay, let's see. Is it clear or not? Anyone having any doubts? Online team. Okay, so we can stop it here and we'll continue tomorrow. Bye guys. Yeah, tell me Rupesh.
Yeah, hello. Yes, sir. So, sir, here, I mean, we're publishing the applications multiple times, right? I mean, the question is, instead of publishing the apps multiple times, is there any settings where we can set the version, PowerApps version in the initial step only?
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah,
one,
yeah, yeah. Versions will be there. That I will show you later.
actually,
Okay.
okay, okay, sir.
So
Okay, got it.
actually, whenever you are publishing,
Mm-hmm.
different versions are created in Power Apps.
Okay, okay, got it.
Understand? So suppose for example, now you are in latest version. Suppose
Mm-hmm.
for example, 10 days back version, whatever it is there, I want to publish that particular one.
Okay.
Understand? So that means you have to active that particular one. Remaining all are inactive. Then whenever it is active, only those changes only you can see it in the app itself.
Okay, okay, got it. No, but
Understand?
I mean, before starting the development, once we have set the version, I mean, Power Apps version, and
Hmm.
then after completion of the development, then in the final step, we can publish the package, right?
Yeah, 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 package. Yes, yes.
Acha, okay, got it,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
got it, sir, got it.
Okay, so we can stop it here. We'll continue tomorrow. Okay, bye guys.